Hi, I'm Natasha Lockhart. What does a rodeo queen do? We'll find out.
I'm Aphra Danes. Don't you just love the little gifts at the craft show? We do too.
And I'm Stacey Beck. We will learn how a bike ride helps the families of fallen officers.
It's our Fiesta Days episode, coming right up on Studio Chatter. Welcome to Studio Chatter. How are we doing?
Yay.
Oh my gosh, it's been a long time.
It has
It's been a busy summer.
Yes.
Certainly
How's
has.
everybody's summer
My
going?
goodness. Good. It's good to have that break. My kid the other day said, "Are we going back to school in 2 weeks?" I went, "What?" You know?
It feels like it.
Oh, it
really
does.
does.
It flies,
Right.
doesn't it?
It does fly.
Absolutely flies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Started making our back to school
Less
shopping
my
list.
goodness.
And don't you feel like once Fiesta Days, like growing up here, once Fiesta Days was over, that just meant like, okay, now you're school
that
shopping,
closer, yeah.
registering for school. So let's not talk about
Yes,
No,
August is like right there.
Right.
And you're pulling the harvest from your gardens. Anybody cooking
Yep.
anything fantastic?
No
in
garden.
the garden? Yeah, no, right.
No garden?
No garden?
I've rototilled. I still have not rototilled that section, so now I'm planning for next year. I'm
Okay.
going to be ready for next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you?
Okay.
So that's me.
Now we're just barely, kind of starting to get into that. So I think that it's just kind of starting to come to fruition. So a little bit of squash, a little bit of zucchini.
Oh, wow.
I think that the corn on the cob, I think that's just finally starting to make its way to the
wow.
carts.
Ah, sounds
Who
like
would
you
have
had a
ever
full,
guessed?
yeah.
What, me?
Natasha, garden.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, I don't grow any corn, but I'm certainly going to cook it. I'm going to cook it. But
you don't
No,
have
I do. I have a garden. So, but mine are very tiny still. So the
okay.
zucchini is very tiny. The squash is very tiny. The tomatoes are very
So
tiny.
you had a full-on garden going.
Well,
then.
it's a small garden, but it's a garden nonetheless.
Absolutely. I don't have one.
Maybe
yeah, we
in
love
August,
that.
our centerpiece can be Natasha's
Maybe it
garden.
could be the
That's
whole
right.
garden. The whole garden will fit there. No, I love this time of year. In fact, I love this time of year so much. I think that all of America does. In fact, I was just on an airplane ride, and People magazine, it listed its 100 favorite things to love about America.
Okay.
And so I kind of picked my top 5, and I
Out of the magazine?
There were a couple from the magazine, and then there were a couple things I picked on my own. So I just maybe wanted to hear some feedback of what your favorite things were. So a couple of things to love about America that People magazine had chose. Number 1 being the right to vote.
Oh,
Just
definitely.
Loved that. One of the other things that they had chosen, which I love also, is Meghan Markle, the new Duchess of Sussex. So
That's already one of the best things about being.
it's like America's, America's sweetheart is now also like kind of dual residency.
But she's not even from America.
Is she? Yeah, okay.
Meghan Markle that married.
Well, I know, but I thought that she grew up in Jamaica.
Well, but she was, an American celebrity in California and married.
Okay, next one.
Okay.
Yeah, next one. I don't get
Love
that.
that because now they can have a
Oh, you
baby
don't
in
want my
America and can have
opinion on the
dual
royalty.
residency. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I thought you might love that. I guess not.
You know. Yeah. Anyway, go on. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's beautiful and everything. Yes.
Another thing to love about America: Costco samples. I thought that was one of the things they loved, especially in Utah. Doesn't everybody love that?
Costco is in Mexico. Do they not sample? This is the
I guess
weirdest
not.
list. Keep going.
And being able to buy in bulk. I thought that was pretty awesome. And also our ice cream flavors in America. We have some really, really unique ice cream flavors.
I can dig that, I think.
Okay. Pumpkin spice. This is one of our favorite things in the fall as well.
Right? But
Right.
this is only in America?
Pretty much.
I don't know if I believe the
pumpkin
reputable.
spice flavoring. I mean, there's 100 things.
So
I'm just
far off.
pulling some of my favorites too. And then of course some of the things that I added on my own. Some of my favorite things I love about America. I love Amazon. I love blow dry bars.
Yes, you do.
I love rodeos.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I love the Nordstrom anniversary sale. And I love dry shampoo. Certainly you have some things. There are some things that you love about America.
Oh wow!
I love red, white, and blue.
Oh, I love red, white, and blue.
My porch this year is red, white, and blue, and I just like get giddy when I see red, white, and blue colors. Like, I think I need to buy that. I need to buy that. Pete, our producer, introduced us.
That's amazing. Yeah.
1 year ago, this episode, I believe, to the Oreo firecrackers.
The
Oreo, the pops.
Okay, I won't tell you how many packages we've purchased.
No, literally, I think I've purchased 20.
Oh, wow.
20?
Oh, easily. I've gifted them.
I've gifted them
I
as well.
started buying them in June thinking, I'll save these.
Yeah.
We would go through them like that.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll sit down and eat the whole row.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're fantastic.
Oh my
Easy.
gosh. Thanks, Pete.
That's why I
Yeah, thanks, Pete. You know, when they first came on the market this year, I started buying them as well. And I was at a trade show in Myrtle Beach. And I picked some up at the Walgreens or something, whatever it was down there. And I started gifting them out to my vendor friends as well. And they were like, oh my gosh, these are the greatest thing. They hadn't heard of them either. And then they took them home, and a couple of them deep fried them. So you've heard of deep fried Oreos. So then they tried the
Now that's a good America thing.
Yes. Deep fried. Okay. Speaking of which, okay, I just have to add one more thing. I just got back from Arkansas, where everything is deep fried.
Okay.
Deep fried bologna sandwiches, deep fried okra, deep fried everything.
You're serious.
Deep fried okra, though.
Okay, it was so good.
Yeah.
And it's hometown USA. I mean, this was very cool. And it may be the only place in America that Walmart is just cool. I mean, it is hometown to Walmart. And I mean, there is Walmart gas stations, Walmart everything. I mean, everything.
Throughout this little city?
Throughout this little city. Bentonville, Arkansas. I mean, everybody works there, and it is just amazing. There's the Walmart Cafe. There's the Walmart Museum. I mean, it is
this where the headquarters are?
That's where headquarters is, yeah. And so it's hometown to Sam Walton and everything. I mean, it's everybody works there. Everybody loves it. I mean, it was so cool. So, I mean, Pete makes fun of us because we talk about our bucket lists all the time.
Yeah.
Put it on your bucket
Did you
list.
see her poster picture wearing her Walmart badge?
I did.
That was something I
You guys-
never thought I would see.
Because it's like when you're there, it is like American pride. It really is just the coolest thing. And they're like, would you like to go to the gift shop? And then you're like, nope, I'm good. Because I can go to Walmart at home.
Yeah.
But there, it's just cool. It's just cool, and it's like home base, and then you're
That
like,
is
yeah,
so
you're just like, yeah.
Fantastic.
So if ever you have the chance,
Arkansas's the place.
I want to hear you not
Yes.
growing up in the United States.
Yes.
What would you have on your list?
Definitely not half that stuff. No, but that was cool. Seriously, like the movement.
buying in bulk is not cool to you. My friend from the UK was like, this is cool because we don't have anywhere to store our toilet paper.
Appreciate Aqua.
I love the big roads. How about that? I
That's
love
awesome.
the big
Yeah,
roads
that's cool.
in America.
Oh, okay.
I love the patriotism. Everyone's patriotic.
Yes.
My son yesterday said to me, did you celebrate July the 4th in England? And I said, well, no.
Not really.
You know, and I'm trying to think, did we ever celebrate, where we've got the flags out, apart from when the Queen is coming into town?
Okay.
Do you see the British flag or, or the cathedral if they're going there? Which I suppose, but it's not being patriotic to a country that people have fought for their freedom. Mm-hmm. You don't see it like that in England. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have the flag out because the Queen's out or the Prince is out. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's almost symbolic to them coming out and for whatever reason and their grandiosis. Whereas in America, for me, what I see and feel is, my husband will put the flag up with the lights and he shows my sons how to put the flag up and then bring it down because of what the flag symbolizes, what it stands for. Mm-hmm. And to me, I'm just like, I'm floored. And, when I hear the Pledge of Allegiance being said, what does that mean? And all of that kind of thing.
And the reverence to it. Yeah, that's when we retire a flag. Right. That's amazing to me as well.
Yeah, and so when you hear people kind of dissing America and what it is, to me, I'm like, you have no idea. And I have parents from Africa.
Yeah.
And cousins who don't live where I live.
Yeah.
Do you know what? And so when I put all of that together, I'm like, this place is it's an amazing place to be. And to be able to have dreams. I'm on TV. Man, I'm here in Spanish Fork. I mean, you know?
No, you're right.
This would never happen
I've
to
seen
me
you
in
post
England.
about that, and that's so heartfelt. It really is the American dream. Like anything can happen, and you can go on Shark Tank. You can make it.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, if you really
it's
put your
true.
mind to it, America will allow you to be whatever you want to be.
And you just take that for granted here
Yeah,
growing up here.
right.
Everyone can be what they want to be, but no, they can't.
No, and not everyone thinks that way. And that's what blows my mind. And so when people say, poverty is, people say I'm poor, or, Donald Trump is not allowing me to do this, or because I'm black, I can't do this. Do you know what I mean? I don't believe that. I believe
do what you want to do.
Yeah, if you want to be a victim, you can be a victim. But in America, if you want to rise above where you are at, you can.
Mm-hmm. I
Well said. Yeah.
Love that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We're blessed.
All right.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Well, we had our fun. Coming up next on Studio Chatter, this girl has a horse and a crown. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. A major part of our Fiesta Days celebration is our world-class rodeo. And what's a rodeo without royalty? Welcome Allie Johansson, this year's Fiesta Days queen.
Hello.
Welcome.
I'm glad to be here.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're 16 years old.
Yes. Actually, like 16 and a half, so.
Oh, gotta add that half.
I love it.
It's
Like
super
once you're like my age, we're like, oh,
We just want to roll it back.
yeah, we can roll it back. 16, is that one of the, is that the youngest age you
the
can be?
youngest.
Okay.
So what made you decide you wanted to be a rodeo queen?
Well, it actually started when I was 11. I went to my friend's rodeo queen pageant to just support her and have fun, and no one was trying out for princess. So I told my dad, go get my horse, we're trying out.
That day?
That day,
And?
about an hour before the contest. And I ended up getting in.
You won because you were the only one.
Yeah. They did have another girl show
did they?
up, but they didn't want to just kick one girl out. They're like, yeah, you did really great, just join in anyway. So I was a princess attendant.
What's a
And
princess attendant? Okay, you can tell that I'm not really from Spanish,
so you
right?
have your queen, your first attendant, which is like first runner up.
Okay.
And then second attendant, which is second runner up. So it's just kind of like 1, 2, 3. And then princess attendant is basically the princess's first attendant, but they don't like to, because you're not going to have a full court.
Right.
So
that was your first experience.
yes.
But that kind of planted the seed that you wanted to do this when you were 16.
Yes. So that was at Springville Rodeo grounds. And I just really liked it. And I was like, you know what? I'll come back and try out for Queen next year. Just, it's fun. Why not? So I went back, got first attendant, and then I went back again and got Queen. And I was like, you know what? Like, I actually really enjoy this. Like, this is really awesome. So I tried out at Santaquin and got first attendant. I was one of the youngest girls there. And then I tried out at Pony Express, which is in Eagle Mountain, and got Queen there. And I was like, you know what? I think we got some going. And I've always wanted to try out at Fiesta Days. And I was like, you know what? I'll just put in a lot of work because it's a PRCA rodeo. So it's
Well, it's the biggest and the best.
What's that mean?
Professional Cowboys, Professional Rodeo Cowboys
So
Association.
you really have to know how to ride.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and talk and model and interview and everything. So I was like, you know what, I'll just keep working at it. And I was like, you know what, I'm the youngest one there, but we're going to go for it. Like, why not?
You nailed it.
So
this is just
Wonderful.
one facet of rodeo, the queening portion. So what else do you enjoy doing? Did you compete in rodeo, sporting other competition, I guess,
events,
but
yeah.
other events?
yeah, so I do barrel racing and pole
Okay,
bending, which
alright.
is kind of the girls can't compete in a ton
Absolutely.
of events, so that's more the girls. And I do high school rodeo and local rodeos. The Diamond Fork Riding Club, which is in Spanish Fork, they have a winter series rodeo, and I am currently 2018 pole bending champion there.
Oh my God.
So you must be super fast, or you must have an amazing horse.
My horse, I love her to death. I compete on her in every event.
How old is she?
Queening. She's going on 12, so she's about middle-aged.
Okay. That's kind of like me. I'm middle-aged. So is Aqua.
Hey,
Don't you deny it.
category,
Natasha's
okay,
middle-aged as well.
So how is this the same horse that you've been using the entire time? Like,
Yes.
You must have a really great connection to the horse.
Yes, I love her a lot. I don't know if she loves me, but
I'm
I
sure
she
feed her.
does.
I feed her, so But I've had her since I was 9.
Oh wow!
And I've done all the training on her and everything, and she
So you're
has
really
a
connected
special.
together. you
Yeah,
know
she has a
where
really
the-
special place in my heart. She'll be around for a long time.
wow.
When did you start writing?
When I was 7, I started in English writing
Oh.
at Zephyr Ranch.
And where's that?
It's out in Salem. I don't know. I was pretty young. I don't remember a lot of it, other than getting bucked off almost every day.
No way.
Yes,
That's scary.
I think my mom tried to get me out of it.
Yeah.
It failed, obviously, but
That just sounds like such a fun activity for kids to go do.
it was. It was really good, and it taught me a lot of responsibility. They say, "Oh, you need to be responsible. You need to learn responsibility," but it really does. Like getting up in the morning, go take care of the animals before school. Go during lunch and make sure they're okay, and feed them again. They have to have a lot of meals throughout the day. Horses, otherwise they can get stressed and kind of get heartburn.
Again, that's a little bit like me. So I'm like a horse.
So are you pulling your own trailer to all of these events? And
I
at
am.
16? I mean, that's amazing.
I am a first generation cowgirl. So my mom and dad don't do any rodeo or horses
No
at
way.
all. My mom likes dirt bikes, and that's about as close as it gets.
This is like such a cool story.
Yeah, you're just mature beyond your years. I'm super impressed. And I mean, you must be super athletic too, and very
I would like to think,
and,
but I
and,
don't
and
know.
very talented. Like I'm,
Right.
I cannot wait to go to the rodeo to watch you ride.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm
Yay
so
for
excited.
you! What an amazing girl.
So did you say that you also have like an interview process?
Yes. So they do horsemanship, interview, high school rodeo, queen contest. They actually have a test too, but that's kind of I don't do high school
Related
rodeo.
to
So
horsemanship.
yeah, just anything. Basically, know everything about rodeo, all the world champions, everything,
Oh.
everything.
Not just local.
no, the rodeo encyclopedia basically is what we are.
So what do you want to do after this?
I'm gonna take a break and focus on rodeo barrel racing, and
okay.
because I just got a barrel horse, and we're hoping that she's gonna be fast. She's really tall. She's
Really?
I can feel her like loping, running underneath me, and I think she's gonna be good. So I'm really excited. So I'm gonna take a break from rodeo queening next year and
Okay.
run on her barrels and do Rocky Mountain Pro Rodeo Association, run there, and high school rodeo. And then I'm going to try out at Lehigh when I'm 18. That's the youngest you can be.
Okay.
Got to keep that going.
Yeah.
And if I win queen there, I'll get kind of an entry into Miss Rodeo Utah. So
I've never even
I
heard
wondered
of
about
Miss
that. I was
Rodeo.
actually going to ask
Yeah.
you that. So you do have to be a certain age for Miss Rodeo Utah.
you have to be an
Okay.
adult.
But is this really expensive? I mean, how are you
my
funding
gosh.
this?
Like when she just said she just got
Crazy
a new
expensive.
horse.
I mean, just the horse. Yeah.
Just asking in case there's someone out there.
Yes, so my mom and dad support me a lot, and I'm very grateful to them because they really don't. They're not involved in the sport much. They don't really know a lot, so it's kind of up to me. But they are very supportive, and it's
I love it though when parents see that their kids have like a different path that maybe that wasn't of interest to them, but they support their kids in doing it. Because sometimes, like if my husband was in baseball and he wanted our boys to just go for baseball, my oldest son did, but then my youngest didn't like it. And so to go down that different path and be like, yeah, I'm going to support you, like follow your dreams. You
Yeah.
have great parents.
yeah. My parents they're pretty amazing.
You just seem like it would be so easy to support, though. I mean, I want to support you. I know. I just love you. I want to take you home.
That's right.
Super motivated. That's just, I mean, that's a crazy good story. I love it.
Yeah, my dad was actually really scared of horses.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll never own a horse.
They're a little intimidating. You know, they're big
Now we have
animals.
like 3.
Wow.
So
You're blessed.
yeah.
Live it up. That sounds like it's a fun
Waiting
time.
to see big
It is.
things from you and can't
Yeah.
wait to see you at the rodeo.
Yeah, we'll be watching and cheering you on.
Fantastic.
Sure.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
What's new at the craft fair? We'll find out. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. Some of the most popular ground during Fiesta Days is the ground around City Hall because of the annual craft fair. Welcome Kathleen Beardall to the program.
Hi, Kathleen.
Hi.
It's some of my favorite ground. I love to shop. So tell us about the craft fair this year.
Well, this year we have 75 booths.
Oh, wow.
And
That's where I got my 75 from.
Yeah, that's amazing.
and we have quite a few clothing booths this year.
Okay, more than normal?
It seems to be.
Okay.
It seems like a lot of people like to do the clothing. We actually have more baby clothing type booths this time.
I'm going to have a second grandbaby in the fall, so this is perfect timing.
Yeah, I noticed more of that this year.
Are these
So I
all
was
originals?
excited.
Like
Yeah, they're
different
homemade.
designs? Oh, wow.
Homemade
Clothing.
items. Baby blankets, homemade items, things like
fun.
that. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I like to kind of mix it up a little bit each year. We do have our normal vendors that return each year, and we really like that because it's kind of we get to know each other quite a bit.
Well, and it probably draws certain people in because, like, if I know J Jeans and things are going to be there,
We
and
love them.
I love their like Bermuda shorts, for example. They have great shorts that go to the knee. It's going to be what draws me into the craft boutique, and then I'll look
Right.
around.
Right.
When do the submissions start? When do you start getting your applications for vendors?
A lot of people get confused about that, but it goes online the very first week of February.
Oh, wow. So people really start thinking about it that early. And do you cap it at 75? So once you're full, you're full?
We usually do, but I start with a waiting list. So just
okay.
in case people have something come up, which we did have this year. We had it fully paid, and about 3 had to be replaced.
Oh, okay.
So we went and changed them out for them. But yeah, it's totally full, paid for, everything usually by the 1st of July.
So what if it comes in super heavy on a specific thing like clothes? Do you start saying, "Oh, I'm going to hold off on these applicants because we would like a variety," or do you just is it first come first serve?
I normally go first come, first serve, but if I do notice that I'm getting a lot, then I try to cut back on it.
Okay.
Like purses, I try not to have too many purses.
Okay.
I know I've had complaints before about too many sunglasses from other vendors that
Right.
are like, they get upset that there's too many,
Yes.
too much competition.
Okay, so will you tell us the dates and the times this year?
Sure. It starts on Saturday and runs 10 to 10, and then we are closed on Sunday.
Okay.
And then open again Monday right after the parade. And some are open during the parade, so if people are walking up and down Main Street. And so it's 10 to 10 also that day, and then again on the 24th.
So is it kind of a pain to have a Sunday right in the middle of Fiesta Days?
Sometimes, but actually I like the break.
So you
I'm sure
probably like
you
the
like the break, and the vendors probably do, but what about just keeping everything in their booth? I'm sure you just have people watching it, right? Like that sounds like
Security or
the
something?
security of
There's actually not a whole lot of security. We do have a couple people that...
No, there is a lot of security.
like right there, there is security that drives around, but we do have a couple vendors that actually stay in their booths.
All night?
They sleep in their booths.
Oh, no
Because
way.
their merchandise is important.
It is.
Wow. Oh, dedicated.
What are some of the other hot items? I know every year my kids really look forward to going down to the the booths and having their faces painted and maybe having some of the henna work done on their hands.
Yep, henna's very popular. And we have them coming back again this year. We have the face painting. This year we have some pottery and also some doormats that you can have painted the way that you'd like. Before we've had vinyl art on like the cups that you can get done. So just a variety of things.
Okay. So Kathleen, do you have a specific booth that you sell out of?
Yeah, I do Scentsy.
Okay. And you're right at the front corner.
Right at the front corner. I'm the check-in booth right at the front corner.
Okay.
So.
Is there any food included on your side, or is everything kind of retail exclusive?
Everything on my side is retail.
Okay.
And food is all over on the park.
Okay.
Okay.
And is there anything maybe new that anybody should be looking for this year that is like brand new, like a hot new item that maybe we've not seen before?
Not that I can think of.
The doormats sound like a new
They're
trend.
new. They're
Like
new.
doormats for your homes, or
Yep.
doormats for motorhomes, or for anything?
For anything.
For anything.
Had you seen
Okay.
it before the application came in?
I saw the application come in, but they didn't provide the picture.
Okay, so what if an application comes in and you're like, oh, this is horrible. Do you say denied, or do you let them give it a shot?
I let them give it a shot.
Have you ever had an application come in that you just think this is not going to fly?
Yeah,
And,
I let them come in.
but are they successful? Do you think it's just personal opinion? Like what I'm going to hate, someone else is going to come in and buy, I guess.
Yeah. Because sometimes,
so interesting, huh?
sometimes it's fun just to sit down there and people watch.
Yeah,
and let the
that's
people
true.
come down.
There's so
Totally,
many different
yes.
people.
Because there's such a variety of people, and
Yeah.
you never know what people are going to like.
Oh, and how long have you been running the craft fair, like doing the applications and taking care of it?
I started helping my mom do it in 2013. So this is my 6th year.
And your mom is Susan.
Susan Barber.
Susan Barber. Did she do it how many years before that? Do you even
That
know?
was her first year.
Oh, that was her first year too? Okay.
Yep.
You're not done yet, right? You have more years.
I promised Karen I would stay until she retired.
Yeah, another volunteer right here.
Oh yeah, so much work goes into
Yeah, we
it.
talked about the heart of our volunteers here in Spanish Fork, and you're definitely one, because this is a big job. These are applications. People think that, oh, they're just volunteering that week. Mm-hmm. No.
No.
A lot of volunteers throughout the year or 6 months prior.
Right.
So thanks, Kathleen.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. for
Yes,
having me.
and good luck with your sales as well.
Well, thanks.
Sounds great.
Hope it's successful for you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you.
Coming up next, the real meaning for the Fiesta Days 50-mile ride. Stay with us. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. The Fiesta Days 50-mile and family bike ride is a real fun event for bike riders in the area, but there is much more to it. Let's welcome Nanette Ride Zeman and Brad Zeman to the table.
Hi,
Thanks
guys.
for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So, the bike ride. How many years have you been hosting the ride now?
This is actually our third annual.
The third year.
Yes.
Okay.
How did you get into it? Tell me
Now
about
this
it.
is the good story.
On January 30th of 2014, my husband of 18 years, he was a Utah County Sheriff. He was shot and killed in the line of duty. And in an effort to try to heal myself and to help other people, because I knew the hell I had been through, I would put together gift baskets and I would take them to widows of fallen officers, of any officer that was killed in the line of duty in the western side of the U.S. So I was spending my own money and taking my own time to put all this together and go, because I didn't ever want anybody to feel the despair and the loneliness that I felt having my life shattered the way that it was. And shortly after I was doing that, I met Brad. We started dating, and he's very business minded. And he's like, "You are killing yourself. Like, not only emotionally does it take everything out of me, but I was killing myself just doing it." He says, "Let's make this a charity and get some help."
And that's how
And
Blue Haven.
that's how Blue Haven was
Foundation was born. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's so awesome. And congratulations, by the way, on your nuptials. So, 7 months.
7 months.
Wow, Natasha.
That's so amazing. Well, I did quiz a little bit before, and I may stalk them a little bit on social media, just a little
She's
bit.
pretty good to stalk. They travel
just a
really
little
nice.
bit. Yeah,
like they
they
go
do.
to fun places.
Oh, totally.
But then the stories you share, like there's so much depth to you, Nana.
Thank you.
It's just
You
a treat
deserve
to be.
it all for the
Yes.
work that you put in. So,
And Brad,
yeah,
you
that's
just
amazing.
said that you were an officer, which I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was.
Where at?
I was a state trooper.
Here in
So,
Utah.
Yep, here in Utah. I started here in Utah County, and I spent the last 7 years of my career as a full-time instructor at the police academy.
Oh, I did not know that. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
I marked a lot of boxes, did some very fun things.
Oh, cool.
So, thank you.
So with the why did you choose a 50-mile bike ride or a family bike ride?
Well, the family bike ride is super, super important. It's just 10 miles, but it's to get everybody in Spanish Fork out, and enjoying the weather and being physically fit and stuff. And it's just so fun and such a beautiful ride. And the 50-mile, there's actually a lot of competitions and bike races that are going on. So it's kind of a pre-qualifier type of thing. A lot of people want us to make it a qualifying ride for some of the things. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. It's really his job. Yeah. We're learning as we go. But it's just a beautiful ride. We go from Spanish Fork High School all the way down through Benjamin, around to Lincoln Beach, and over to the Park in Goshen and back around. So RJ is Genoa. Genoa, not Goshen.
That makes the 50 miles.
50 miles.
Okay.
And it's gorgeous out there.
Do you ride?
I do. I got a bike for my birthday.
You get to
Yeah, so to clarify, we're talking like pedal bikes.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Road bikes.
Right? Okay,
Bicycles.
just checking. No, I mean for anybody.
Now, did you get a Harley or a bike that you pedal?
I might consider a moped. I like something with a little motor. It might be easier.
You would love this.
I would, yes.
I don't bike.
I love bikes.
You
so
guys
fun.
can still
We
come out
should.
though and support it. You don't have to bike.
yeah.
You can bring your family and take the little ride out to Benjamin Park and back.
Yeah, that would
it's
be
a lot
so
of fun.
Yes, it is. It's a lot of fun. And the awesome thing, this is my favorite, we have the two fire trucks on the side of Center Street that have the big flag hanging down. It's so cool. And then we have escorts with a motorcade, so police officers that are taking us through, and just so neat. It's so neat.
So cool. And how many people have been in it the last 2 years?
About 150 to 200 people. And we're just growing a little bit at a time. We really haven't advertised a ton other than with Fiesta Days. And it has been a
And social
perfect
media.
partnership. So
Good.
Yeah.
So how can people sign up?
So the easiest way is if you're on social media, go to Facebook. Find the Blue Haven Foundation on Facebook, and there are a whole bunch of different links right on there that'll take you to it. It's through Run Sign Up, and we'll go ahead and give you guys the whole website so you can route people to that, which would be very cool.
How much is it?
Right now it's $50.
Okay.
If you sign up before Sunday, I think is what we've got there, is a discount code for 20% off. So if you use discount code ice cream,
But then when people
18,
watch this, it might be different. So $50, but it could, if they come the morning of, is it a
Can
different
you
price?
do that?
You can,
still
yeah,
sign up on the
absolutely.
day?
If you want to come out the day of, it's going to be $60 just
Okay.
because of the extra processing.
Okay.
But we'll get you in still, and you can still ride, and we'll get you a very cool T-shirt. We've got a great artist who's done some cool designs for us
awesome.
this year.
This year he's not lying.
I'm a little sad we're going to be out of town that weekend. Tell us the date.
We'll save you a T-shirt.
Okay.
Yes.
Just Stacy?
Yeah, whatever.
That's pretty.
She's the only one who said she wanted one. I was interested. All right, we'll take care of it.
Okay, I don't have a bike either. I might have to borrow my kid's
We'll
bike or
trade
something.
you a mug and a t-shirt.
That's fair. That's fair.
So tell our viewers where or when. What Saturday?
It's Saturday, July 28th, so it is
I'll
the
be
very
here.
last event of Fiesta Days.
She'll be riding for all three of
My
us.
boys, I've got four
Excellent.
boys, and we all have bikes. You should see us with our helmets down the street.
Post some pictures
Love
on our
it.
Studio Chatter Facebook page.
Totally.
Going under the flag, because that is
That is the
Seriously,
most
it
amazing
turns out
part.
really cool.
And in all seriousness, all of the money, does it go directly to benefit Blue Haven?
It does except for a
Almost
little
everything.
portion of it. I'm lying. Most of it goes to benefit the widows and children of fallen officers. The rest, a portion of it goes to a police department of our choice. We're thinking maybe fire. The two fire guys, this year, this is the third year they'll be doing it. So we're thinking maybe we'll swing the money that way, but we want to make sure that we give back to our first responders. They're awesome, and they show up,
Yeah.
They don't ask questions. They just do what they're asked to do all the time. So
That's awesome.
This is incredible.
And just on a personal note, how often are you traveling to visit those widows still? Like, what is your makeup, your travel makeup like?
what? Before we were traveling, probably for the last 8 months, I haven't, because I've gone through some big time heavy healing. And it was just too hard to go to a funeral and then have that Band-Aid rip off and have everything just right here. I just couldn't heal. So I had to take that time for me. And now we're gearing up, and I'm really, really, really good and ready, and we're ready to put our running shoes on. So we'll start doing that. But in the meantime, we were just shipping baskets to police departments and, networking the widows from different states with our widows here in our state. Our widows in this state are so awesome. Really? They're so awesome.
Well, you are so awesome. And thank you so much for giving back, both of you. I mean,
you.
just
That's such a
so-
unique way
It really
to
is.
give back. It's so thinking outside the box, like to help those families and the widows.
It's crazy. Once you have an officer killed in the line of duty, those families don't know what to do. The moms don't know how to heal their babies. you know, because you're grieving in different ways, and your life goes from very private to national overnight. So it's like you need somebody that has been there and done that to be able to know how to navigate it, because it just is too much. It's too much for any one person to take on, or one family to take on by themselves.
So with Blue Haven, are there more people involved besides just the two of you?
We have a board of survivors. So we have some grown officers that are child survivors. So their father was killed in the line of duty. We have widows on our board. We have police officers, stuff like that on our board that are helping out.
So those types or those people can also reach out to the widowers.
Oh, they do.
You don't have to do everything, right?
They're actually mentors, so I don't have to do anything.
Good. I'm like, that would be
I had to
exhausting.
offload because it was just too much. But in the beginning, I was, and that's why he was like, "You're killing yourself. You
that
need
was
to
one
stop."
of the main ideas, is to bring in other widows to help out. And so you have widow mentors and child survivor mentors who can actually say, hey, I've been there, I get it, I understand, and put that arm around somebody, and they really do get it.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Good luck with your ride, and good luck with your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Coming up next, why do you love Fiesta Days so much? We will ask a few ladies that question. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Studio Chatter. What makes Fiesta Days the best time of the year? Let's find out. Welcome Cheryl Leifson and Jana-Lee Sermersheim to the fun. Welcome.
Thank you.
Well, it really is the best time of the year. It's full swing into summer. The rodeo is going to kick off. What are your best memories?
Well, if a picture paints 1,000 words, I brought a few pictures.
Let's see.
Oh, I love that.
This is my sweet mother-in-law, and when I think about Fiesta Days, I think about her, because I can remember when she would go on the 25th of July at 4 in the morning and wait in line to get tickets for the next year.
My goodness.
Oh, I'm serious. And we took over for her after a while, so I can remember doing it myself. It was amazing. But here she is with JJ, and of course, what is Fiesta Days without the rodeo?
Right. So do you still sit in the same place every year? Do you have box seats that you...
No, we don't have box seats.
Okay.
We just pretty much sit in the same
same
spot.
area?
Same area.
That's so neat.
Been doing it for years. She's only missed one rodeo, and it's because she had an accident. So other than that, she's attended every one since the beginning.
No way. So
Yes.
this is the 76th year.
We should have Ruth Leifson here.
She's so cute. Yes.
Oh, they need to recognize her at the rodeo for sure. That's amazing.
Goodness, does it change though? Or he looks
It
very
could be
young.
JJ, and then, or this is JJ, and then there's Richie, and of course Joe Butler. We all, I think every woman in the Leifson family has had a crush on Joe Butler.
Well, they make it a lot of fun.
Do you want to share others or do you want to hold off?
Oh, doesn't matter.
We also love the rodeo. We go as a big extended family, and I think this year we purchased over 40 tickets for the night
my
we go.
goodness.
Yeah, all the nieces and nephews and their kids, and it's a favorite.
Is there a
Love it.
particular night that
that's
we
what I
should
was
go
gonna
to?
We usually go on family night because we're taking so many. This year we're going Friday and meet at the park first for dinner
And go do all the vendors there.
yeah, every night
Absolutely.
and lunch.
You're a trooper. I mean, Cheryl kind of has to be to everything. In case you don't know, it's Mayor Leifson's wife. So you're at everything anyway. Jana-Lee goes because she loves it.
I do. I love it. Every aspect of it. We love it.
I absolutely love it too.
How can you not? Huh?
Right. And don't you feel like, for me, ever since we've been involved in it, ever since my husband became a volunteer for the parade, years and years ago in the early 90s, he was over the parade. We would go to the golf course, get 13 golf carts, and then it was always a rush to see the nephews and brother-in-laws. We were all in, and we would trail our way all the way up to his mother's house, park in the back, and then that's where all of the parade people would come and get their carts. And at the end of the day, we took the carts back, and we were just this little procession. To this day, if you ask the Leifson kids, what is one of your fondest memories?
That's it.
Yes.
Well, you both talked a little bit about the rodeo and rodeo tickets and how times maybe have changed now because everything seems to be online. So how do you buy your tickets now?
I have a sister who orders them for everyone. She does it online and just, you need to let me know by this date, but certainly not the 25th of July. We're more like January people.
Right. I wondered how early
we usually sit in the same place and all of us together, and
we can still go to the office as well. That's how I got mine, and it was so friendly and helpful. Helping me get my, because I'm one of the late people.
That's interesting. Yeah.
But this year, if you're late, like by the time people are watching us right now, they may be sold out.
Yes.
So
it's that popular.
It's that popular, which is awesome because that's a draw.
One of the biggest in the state.
The nice thing is there isn't a bad seat in the rodeo stands now. So.
No. And they've had the big screen on one end of the arena, and this year they've added another one. So did you both grow up here? Cheryl, you did not.
No, I'm from Indiana.
So coming here from out of state, what was your impression of Fiesta Days?
As a little girl, my favorite thing was always to watch the old musicals like Oklahoma, Carousel, and stuff. So coming to Spanish Fork, I felt like I was living that. Honestly, because everything is hometown. From the street dance to the car show to the carnival, it felt like that to me.
That's so cool. Generally, you grew up in Spanish Fork.
I did my entire life.
So which one of your earliest memories?
Well, as I was thinking about this today, my family has been involved with the tennis tournament for as long as I can remember. I remember my brother playing in it. I remember when one of the coaches used to bring a group of kids up from St. George to play in the tennis tournament. So we've been involved with that and that's really a fun memory. But I love the street dance with my favorite band. And, there's not a thing about it. My husband loves the car show. The new Pyro musical is awesome.
I remember seeing you there last year.
Everything is so fun. And when my boys were on their missions, more than Christmas, they missed Fiesta Days. Really, they were way more homesick in July than they were in December. It was,
my gosh.
Fiesta Days, we're missing it. So, that's
true.
The highlight for them.
Well, I think a lot of people describe it that way. It's really Christmas in July, and because it's such a hometown tradition and it's that family feeling, and really everyone kind of has a story about what your particular family does and how they come together and how they celebrate it. So, yes, continue with the stories. That's awesome.
When I was, the entire time, from the time I was born, my grandmother lived across the street from the city park. Two doors east of Barry's. So that was home base. I mean, for that entire week, we sat on our front porch and had lunch and dinner, and that was just home base. So that kind of started the traditions of everything Fiesta Days, being right there in the center of it all, and always having a reserved seat for the parade, which was really great.
Where do you sit now?
We sit at Central Bank.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's where my sister works.
Yeah, you've got some perks.
So, we've got some favorite places to sit for the parade.
What about food? Do you have a favorite food truck or...
Well,
favorite, I don't know. Yeah, food truck, something.
Yeah, I love the tri-tip sandwiches.
Oh, they're
pretty good. Yeah, and the Pepe's.
I know
Pepe's.
He was so good. He opened his own restaurant.
That's a favorite.
And Pepe's will be serving tacos at the Movie in the Park this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So there you go.
What about you with food? Do you have a favorite?
We eat at my mother-in-law's because she's just right there, so the parade goes right past her house on Center Street. I mean, she's the neighbor on the corner. Right. That's where we sit. So we all gather, we all bring food, we stay there, and then after the parade, we go out to my sister-in-law's where she has a corral and the kids can ride the horses. We rent a water slide so they have just a fun afternoon, and then we all go to the rodeo.
And do you all go together as a family? Oh, really?
We do. Sit
that
together.
Is so fun.
Too much fun.
Wow.
Great traditions.
It is.
Well, I'm curious for you to show this next picture. I can see it, but I'd like for you to share it with everyone else. This is one of my favorite things.
Mine too. 12 years ago when Steve was on the city council, I never even realized about flag retirement ceremony. And after we started going, I don't miss, and I don't really wear a lot of eye makeup because it's all gone, because I just sob when they bring out the flag and all of the scouts lined up. And I can remember when we first went, there were just a few people in the stands. I mean, probably, 100 or 200. And now it's just packed, and there are scouts, so many flags. So the word has gotten out, and to me, this is one of my favorites.
I agree. I had never been. Like, I remember year after year, I had something that night and couldn't make it. And then when I came on the city council and I was there, I thought to myself, everyone needs to be here. Like, you need to put this on your list.
Right.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Absolutely.
You need only go once.
So this is at the beginning of the show.
Yes, it'll be the 17th.
Okay.
Right, Stacey?
You're right, Cheryl.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
you ladies are true Spanish workers. Clear in your heart.
Yes.
Thank you.
We love it here.
We only have just a couple minutes left, so I would love for you to show the
just real
last couple of
quick?
pictures. Yes.
The Children's Day in the Park after the Children's Parade. So much fun. My grandsons were young in this picture, but just getting their faces painted. And then...
Huge day for the kids. Love it.
Yeah, Stan Ellsworth from American Ride came. And so at the parade, I mean, you can meet the most amazing people that come to be in our parade. And I don't know how many of you saw the Freedom Festival in Provo. You were there, right, Stacey?
Well, I saw your post.
Yes, our float was right
it
on the
certainly
ground.
was.
They danced off of it. They bounced off of it. It was amazing, and it is beautiful.
It really is. And it's even more gorgeous when our girls are on top of it.
Did you have anything to do with design? With Natasha being over the pageant?
we helped select the final.
Do they just design it totally out of like their own mind, or do they have ideas?
They have direction.
Okay.
They have a bit of direction of what we'd like for a couple of years because it's redesigned every 2 years.
Right.
So
I didn't know that.
Every 2 years.
Well, it's gorgeous. In fact, it has been, we had 2 or 3 mayors at the Freedom Festival come up to Steve and say, your float is amazing.
Wow.
it's very patriotic and it certainly reflects the community. So we're very proud.
That's awesome.
And we love Fiesta Days.
We do. Favorite time of year.
Absolutely.
Thanks, you guys.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having us.
Beautiful pictures too. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's more studio chatter on the way. Welcome back. We made it. What did we learn?
Oh, so much.
I learned what you didn't like
I know.
from my list.
Back to your list.
Well, no, I'm kidding. Let's not talk about the list
Okay,
again.
Okay,
but-
I loved the Fiesta Day Rodeo Queen. I
Okay,
thought
she was darling.
Okay,
young,
I'm
she
adopting
was-
her.
I mean, yeah,
She's mine.
Fabulous,
She's really,
articulate, just knows exactly
Yeah.
what she wants, and gosh, 16 years old, I wasn't like that. Man, I was all over the place.
I know. I wish we had some footage of her on her horse because I'm sure that she's amazing.
Fast, she's direct. I think
Okay, and
she's really
Nanette. Right.
Can we even say enough?
Beautiful.
Can we say enough?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she is just really an angel on earth.
Let's have her back.
good. I think we should.
Most
Because
definitely.
she
has
just
other
shared
things to
one
say.
story,
Yeah.
and she has a multitude of stories.
Yes,
But I'm so glad for her that she found a second love and is happy.
yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Young love.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was fun to have Jana Lee and Cheryl share all their memories.
Yes.
My favorite was how Cheryl shared the mayor's mom at the rodeo in that cute picture, and that she bought her tickets a year in advance.
Yes.
That
Can't
is
even do
love
that.
for your city.
You know, a lot of people really do look forward to it that much, though. I mean, it really is tradition.
Yeah.
It really is, you know, what encompasses that hometown feeling and looking forward to it. And you probably know that better than anyone. In fact, is there some tradition that you look forward to every year with your family?
Oh, well, my mother-in-law lives like a block off Center Street, so all the extended family meets there prior to the parade, walks to the parade, sits together, goes back to her house, and we just spend the whole entire day. So through the years, the girls would go down and go to the craft show, and the guys would just stay around and watch TV, or they'd watch the kids. Then at night, we always took all the grandkids to the carnival, and have the last couple of years we've had like a shrimp fry. Is that what it's
how
called?
fun.
With corn on the cob and shrimp, and that's been so much fun. So
wow.
yeah, it's one of the funnest days of the year, I think. On the 25th, when it hits, it's kind of like the 26th of December when it's just it's over.
Wow.
The dog days of summer.
I love it. I'm so excited.
The heat and the rodeo and the fun.
Yeah.
The days that you reminisce on.
We're lucky. We're lucky to live in a country that we get to celebrate how we want. And we live in such a beautiful valley with our big mountains, and it's we're blessed. Super blessed.
My brother-in-law came one time and he just kept saying, we went through Provo and then Mapleton here, and he was like, wow, this place is so nice, it's so clean. I said, England wasn't that dirty, was it? And he goes, but it's really clean here. And it's so funny, and he was just in awe, and he just kept saying, oh, I could live here. Just love it.
You know, we just recently had a visitor here from London, and just, you know, he said the same thing to me. He said, I bet you just take for granted all the time, you know, these beautiful the mountains and how spacious it is and how clean it is, just because, not that, you know, that it's dirty there, but it's just very congested. And he said, I'd just love to have a truck. But it's very interesting, because just the idea of having a truck is not that he can't have a truck, it's just there's nowhere to park it.
Yeah,
right.
That's right.
So, I mean, you know, and we live in a place where it's just, you know, you have 3 trucks or a 3-car garage, or park the truck inside your garage. So we're very blessed.
Really.
So
it's beautiful.
Well, this is a fun time of year.
family and tradition and rodeo and all that good stuff. All right.
Well,
so have you started?
Fiesta Days.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Have you started your book? The book.
Oh, the book.
The book.
No, but yes, the book.
Well, Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Yes.
They were on the list.
Yes, and I like them on that list.
Yeah, I mean, they
I
just
would
had their
put them on
5th
the
child,
Beautiful.
the Magnolia Story. I think that we should go on a road trip.
Oh, I would love that.
Wouldn't that be
She can
so
do
fun?
Facebook Live with us the whole time.
that would be good. Oh,
Yeah, that
yes,
would be
totally
so
record our
fun.
trip. Yes, I really would. Yeah.
I think we've all been a bit
bucket
crunched
list.
for time. But anyway, if you'll join us, we're going to be reading the Magnolia Story.
We'll eventually report on it when we have time to read.
or
Maybe
listen.
after Fiesta Days.
Yes.
Or listen.
Definitely not during Fiesta
No,
Days.
too many other important things.
Yeah. Grab you a Texas Twister and read or listen
read.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the 25th.
On the 25th.
There you go.
On your down day.
That's right.
Well, thanks for being here with us. We hope you enjoyed the chatter. Tell a friend about us.